Hello everyone, my name is Sumit and I welcome all of you to BASP Self-Learning Video Worker Solution. Today I'm going to demonstrate you how to create plugin for Dynamic CRM. So in this tutorial, we'll be going to create a plugin by using Visual Studio so that we can access it on a Dynamic CRM. So let's switch to Visual Studio and create a new project, and then we'll see how to register it for a plugin. So first of all, I'm going to look for a new project. So I start a Visual Studio desktop and I click for a new project, and in this new project, in this dialog box, I look for a class library and give a name. So BISP, I give a name BISP demo plugin and OK. So it will create a class here. So the first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this class as a plugin class, plugin demo class. And then I need to register this for a plugin. So I need to sign in for this. So I right click on my solution, properties, right click on this properties, and we have signing in and signing in the assembly, and look for a new name. So I'll give a name plugin. I don't want any protection key for this, no use ID password. Simply click on OK and close it. So once it is done, we need to add reference for our SDK. So there are two ways. Either you can download and save SDK on your system. So in my case, I have already downloaded and copy SDK on my system, SDK 2015. That's the SDK I was talking about. Here we have got various files which we have to import in our application, in our program. So either you can right click on this and add reference, and we can browse and we can add them, or we can right click on it and click on manage NuGet packages, and here I can search for Microsoft dot XRM, or sorry, Microsoft dot SDK. You need to look for Microsoft dot XRM dot SDK, and I have already download installed it, Microsoft dot CRM 2011 SDK dot SDK DLL, and along with that I need to add proxy as well. So I look for proxy dot SDK dot proxy. So I look for Microsoft dot CRM dot SDK dot proxy and install it, and then I close it. Along with this, I need to add one more reference, and that reference is service model. So how to add that reference? I right click on reference, add reference, and here I look for service reference. So let's look for service reference. I look for system.service model. I check it and add this. After then I add a library here using Microsoft dot XRM dot SDK. Then I write I plugin. And when we write plugin, I implement the interface. That's the interface which we are going to use, this execute interface. So whenever we execute this plugin, this execute interface will run automatically. So here I'm going to write a code. So to save the time, I have already created a plugin. So I'm just copying paste the code from there. So I'll just copy paste this code, and then I'll explain it to you that what we are going in this, what we are doing basically with this code. So let's copy this and paste it here. So and save it. So there are no errors, and we are getting one error here, fault exception. So for this fault exception, we need to add a library here, and that library is using system.service model. Here is the error is gone. Now in this tutorial or in this plugin, first of all, I have created one eye tracing service. So this tracing service will be going to trace the service, what type of services which we are going to use. Then I have created a context, I plugin context here. It's an object of a I plugin context. Then I check the target, whether the target is entity or what is the target context.input parameter. It is whether the target is entity or not. Then I'll check if it is the logic name, if the logical name of that entity which will be returned from the target entity which return, if it is account. If it is not account, it will return, else it will create a new task in that entity. And then we configured here that the subject will be send an email to a new customer, and I add a description, follow up with the customer. The schedule start will be the after 7 days from now, and the schedule end will be after 7 days from now, and the category will be primary entity. After that, I need to add this follow-up or this task into that the current newly created record. So for that, I extract the ID from here. First of all, I extract the ID stored into regarding object ID, and this regarding object ID, this type will be account, and then this entity reference is referring to object type ID and object ID. And after that, we created the flow up, the service dot create follow up. So once the plugin is done, once we have done with the plugin, we can right click on our solution and build the solution. So we are getting this error. So expected, this is one is missing, and save it. And now we can build the solution. So you can see here we are getting an error message here, system.runtime serialization. This error message we are getting. So how to solve this issue? So to solve this issue, I'm going to add one more reference here, add service reference, and that is system, look for system.runtime.serialization. I was getting this error, so I add this, and then again I publish it or build it. No error, it built successfully. So once it is done, now we need to register this plugin with our current application, or with our current dynamic CRM application. So let's see the next step, how to register this plugin with our current application. So you can see here that's my current application, dynamic CRM application, and I would like to register that plugin for this current application. And my requirement is that whenever I create a new record into this account, along with that account, one activity also get attached, and that activity is used to send an email to the customer or to the account. So let's see how to do that. So to register the plugin, we need plugin registration tool. So you can find your plugin registration tool within your SDK. So I have got in my tools, I have got plugin registration, and that's the plugin registration tool. So I open it. That's my plugin registration tool, and now I'm going to register my plugin by using this plugin registration tool. So I click on create a new connection. I entered my dynamic CRM login ID and password. Because I'm using Office 365, I have registered over here, so that's why I look for Office 365. If you are using on premises or online, you can check the options according to that, and I click on login. So it will connect to that application, and it will load the application here. So you can see it's saying it's logging into this my application, CRM application, and once it is logged in, it will load the services and the pre-existing libraries. So these are the assembly services which are already predefined in my application. So I'm going to create a new assembly. So I click on this option and register new assembly. I look for the assembly. So assembly is, that's my assembly. So let's look for the assembly. Now how to get this assembly? We need a path here. So I'll switch to the application, right click on this plugin demo and copy full path. And that's my full path. So the path of my application is C drive users, BISP documents, Visual Studio projects, BISP demo plugin, and BISP demo plugin. So I look for it, and BISP C drive, users, BISP, my documents, Visual Studio 2012, projects, BISP demo plugin, that's the path, BISP demo plugin. So demo plugin, bin, debug, and BISP demo plugin.dll. Select it and OK. So this will be add here as an isolatable, and because we are running online, we are working on online, so that's why I'll select sandbox, and we are not using GAC in this, so I'll go with database, and then we need to click on register the plugin. So once I click on OK, so you can see the assembly has been registered successfully. So I click on OK. The next step is we need to add the library into it. So to add the library, I expand this, select this plugin and right click and register new step. Because the plugin has registered, but when this plugin will be executed or when this plugin will be actually work, so we need to configure that. So I click a message, create, primary entity will be account, secondary entity is none, and rest of the things I leave it as it is. The event handler, step name, I want it will be a post operation and synchronous, so that as soon as I create a new record or as soon as I record into account, this plugin will be execute and it will be on server. So register new step. So that's all we have done with the plugin registration. Now let's go and check it's working or not. So to test whether plugin is working or not, I'll switch to my CRM online, and then from sales account, and I'm going to create a new account. So I click on this shortcut plus sign and click on account, and I'm going to create a new account. So I write BISP demo plugin and click on save. So it will save a record. I'll got a confirmation message that the record has been created successfully. I click on view records, and on records we have got this arrow. So I click on this, I expand it, and these are the activities associated with this particular account. So I click on this activities, and I'll find out a new activity has been added along with this record. We have that send an email to new customer, and if you check, that's the subject of our plugin. So like this, we can create a plugin and we can register a plugin and we can publish or we can attach a plugin with our application online. That's all in this video. If you have any queries, if you have any questions, you can visit our website www.bisptrainings.com or www.bispsolutions.com. You can subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos on Dynamics CRM. Have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.